Here are 5 things you may not have known about Minecraft, and possibly some tips that will help you be better at the game in general in future. Please like and subscribe, and let's get into the video. Note, these are based on observations I have noticed. Number 5 is that, unlike most mobs, iron golems, ocelots and cats, and snow golems are immune to fall damage unlike most other mobs. Because of how explosion damage is registered, if I were to cover up my legs, I would be able to survive TNT or any other type of explosion. This is because explosion damage is registered near the feet, meaning if I were to just cover it up, it won't do as much damage, meaning you can survive in PvP fights or even in survival if you're fast enough. Unlike explosion damage, potion effects from a splash potion are measured by how close it is to the head, meaning if I were to splash my feet, it would only do 1 minute and 20 seconds instead of the 1 minute and 30 seconds. But if I were to splash my head, it'll do the full amount of time. But when it comes to stuff like fire resistance, which can last to up to 8 minutes, it can be very useful, especially for combat or if you're exploring the nether with fire resistance. Number 2 is a brief tutorial on how to use scaffolding, because I've noticed that not a lot of people actually know how to use it properly. If you place scaffolding down, you can either go like this by placing on the top of the block, or by placing it on the side of the block, you can go upwards. If you were to go up here, it would make it so that the scaffolding goes outwards, and it can go outwards by 6 blocks without support before it falls down. Meaning, if you were to place a dirt block, for example, you can just do this, and then when you're done building your stuff, you can just break the dirt block, and then jump down here to break the rest. It can be extremely useful when used properly, but because it's a little confusing to use at first, it can mess people up instead of helping them. Finally, number 1 is also a PvP tip. This also works in 1.8, although you need to spam click. But in 1.9 and up, you can just sweep like this with a sword, and this is why I usually use a sword. As you can see, I can reach him from about 3 to 4 blocks away. Some people will think that you're hacking because you got them stuck into a combo. This is very similar in 1.8 as I mentioned, so pretty much what you'll do is you'll sprint, and then you'll just sweep. In 1.8 you'll be spam clicking, but as you can see, he's like pretty far away from me when I'm doing this. And I'm still hitting him perfectly fine, although I have missed a few. In 1.8, it's similar, except that you're spam clicking.